I hate talking on the phone, so I don't think I have to worry about calling these numbers, but for others, you are officially being warned. Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. I'm your host Emily, and today we're counting down our list of the top 10 cursed phone numbers you should never call. So grab your phones and be prepared to dial, that is, if you dare. Our first number is 666-666-6666. 666, the classic scary number. Now for years, people all over the world have been receiving creepy messages from the phone numbers 666 or the 1666 whole number, you know what I mean. Some people believe these calls come from the devil, and in many cases, the calls do not show up on the phone bill and they can't be traced back to anyone. An online user posted an experience they had with the number saying, "We were in a car going home one night when our friend received a call on his cell phone from the 666 number. He never picked up the phone, and we even joked about how the devil was calling him from hell. Several minutes later, he received a voicemail. Now this was the oddest voicemail I had ever heard. It sounded like a hollow voice and there was a lot of static in the background. We were only able to determine a couple of words, but it scared the crap out of us. And for some reason, the message was erased several hours later and there was no sign of it on his bill. Yeah, that definitely sounds haunted, and I think I'm gonna go block that number right now. Next on our list is 407-734-0254. Now this contact is associated with a clown who lives in Naples, Florida. It is one of the famous ghost numbers that people avoid calling. It said when you call the number, it connects you to Wrinkles, the clown. Now Wrinkles will then appear and intimidate you and your friends. He wears a red and white polka dotted suit, balloons, and a morose face mask. His phone number is plastered on stickers scattered throughout the Naples area. Now the Wrinkles the Clown craze dates back to a 2014 video. Caught on CCTV's grainy black and white camera, a scary video of Wrinkles is captured. At first, many people thought it was a joke, but it wasn't. It has since gone incredibly viral. In the video, a girl is seen sleeping on a trundle bed. The drawer beneath her slowly opens, seemingly on her own, to reveal a clown in a polka dotted suit. He stands up to his full height and looms over the sleeping child. Luckily for her, she doesn't wake up and isn't permanently scarred. Turns out Wrinkles was not an intruder, he was brought to the house on purpose by parents looking to mess with their daughter. For Wrinkles, scaring people is a profitable side hustle. Wrinkles the Clown is most commonly summoned as a desperate or mean disciplinary tactic. Parents pay $150 an hour for Wrinkles to scare their misbehaving kids. There was even a documentary about him, but he's never revealed his true identity. Due to that, I do not trust him, and if I ever see Wrinkles in real life, I think I would cry. Number 8. 999-9999. Now this is one of the numbers you should not call in Thailand. Legend has it that if you wish to die after midnight, dial that number. The story goes when the person answers the phone, you make a wish, and that once you make a wish, you want to meet your maker, and a bizarre incident happens and you are no more. Now there is some controversy regarding this number, as reports say it was set up to promote a movie, but it's not clear if the curse was made up by the movie or inspired the movie. The eerie number is believed to still be haunted 22 years after the film's debut, and personally, I wouldn't even jinx it. Whether it's legend or real, I'm just gonna stay away. Next on our list is 1000-000-000. This strange number is linked to Asian people and is believed to be one of the most haunted phone numbers. It's believed to be a call from the dead. It's said if you see this call, your deceased relative is trying to reach you. People who received the call reported that a male voice instructed them to ask 15 people to call him back, and failure to do so would result in their death. Now this just sounds like some early 2000s chainmail that would have scared me when I was 10, so I'm not too sure I believe it. Next on our list is 2020-2020. People who were children in the 1970s claim that in the UK there was a mysterious number that could be dialed for free in a payphone. When the call was picked up, you would hear a woman's voice saying over and over, help me, Susie's dying." Now why or where this came from is unknown, but a lot of people have experiences with it. An online user said, back in 1975, when I was 9 years old, some of the kids I hung around with insisted we all pile into the nearest phone box to hear a spooky message. You would hear a woman speaking in a curiously monotone voice saying, help me, Susie's dying," over and over, and sometimes she said, help me, Susie's drowning," always in the same monotonous voice. Another user said, "I have a vivid memory of the strange phone message. I was with 3 other girls from school and we were messing around in a phone box calling random numbers. One of the girls said she knew a number you could call to hear a spooky message. When she called this number, we all heard the Susie's dying message. Needless to say, we were all freaked out by this." Yes, that is extremely weird and very unsettling. Next on our list is 090-4444-4444. The mysterious phone number from Japan has been dubbed Sadako's number, and it is feared as a cursed line with potentially disastrous consequences. According to the Japanese, Sadako is a legendary villain in the scariest Japanese legends. Sadako was a ghost of a psychic who was thrown in a well and used the number to haunt people. Now, the 4 digits of the number hold special significance in Japanese culture due to their dual homophones, one meaning she or death. While dialing the infamous number, first you might be met with strange sounds or silence, but it's what may follow that will send chills down your spine. Rumor has it those who are unfortunate enough to call the line will suffer a horrific accident or even death within 7 days. Now, don't get too eager to call it though, as the brand that operates the number put on their website that the number is no longer in use and it will not be assigned to anyone either, because the owner would then constantly receive spam calls from people wanting to contact Sadako. Next on our list is 408-634-2806. A lot of rumors surround this number, the freakiest which insists that it's a so-called red room number. Now, for those of you who don't know, a red room number is a number which can allegedly be used to track down the physical location of the people who either call the number themselves or answer the calls received from it. Then the person behind this number will kidnap the other person, bring them to a red room, and end their lives. Now, this sounds like something completely out of a movie. Now, these alleged sessions are said to be broadcast live over the deep web, which honestly doesn't surprise me. It said if you call this number, you will hear a static-filled automated recording of someone saying various jumbled things like "all's well that ends well." Now, I'm not going to be the one to test it out though, so if you do, let me know how it goes. Well, that is if you survive. Number 3. The red number. The red number is from Pakistan, and it caused a stir in 2007 when people received alarming emails and text messages about the contact. You know when you get a phone call and it's usually in black or white text? Well, not these numbers, they were in red. It was said that the contact had a high frequency range that damaged brain nerves and even caused death. Now, it was called a red number not only because of the physical red color of the number, but also to represent blood, because you would die if you called/received a call from this number. People were warned not to receive or look at the red digits. The contact was a national discussion, forcing the Pakistani government to form a commission of inquiry. Next on our list is 1-216-333-1810. Now, this mysterious number has been making headlines and sending chills down people's spines since a USB stick with an MP3 file called 2332 was discovered in a toilet after a 9 Inch Nails concert. At first, the file contained only the sounds of crickets chirping, but upon closer inspection, it was revealed to be more than what it appeared. After undergoing spectrograph analysis, it turned out that hidden within the recording was a phone number. Those brave enough to dial the digits were confronted with a harrowing call between an anguished mother and her daughter, who had locked herself inside a storage closet and feared for her life due to gunshots and shouting echoing in the background. Whether this was conceived as part of an elaborate marketing ploy or is genuinely real remains unknown. Regardless, it scares me. And last on our list is 0888-888-888. The first owner of the number was the CEO of the issuing company, Mobil himself, Vladimir Granshnov. Reportedly, he died of cancer in 2001, and according to Mail Online, his cancer was rumored to have been caused by a business rival using radioactive poisoning on him. The number was taken up by a mafia named Konstantin Dimitrov, who died in 2003, where he'd gone to inspect his $500 million worth drug empire. Reportedly, he was gunned down by Russian mafias who were jealous of him. It's also said that he had the phone with him when he died. The third man who took up the number was businessman Konstantin Dishlev, who died in 2005 in Bulgaria's capital Sofia, reportedly outside an Indian restaurant. It was reported that he was also running a large drug operation. The case into his death is still open to this day. Now, does this really have to do with the number itself? I'm not too sure, but ever since 2005 the number has been suspended, and whoever calls it hears the same message outside network coverage, which I think is the best thing to do. Well, that's all for our list for the top 10 cursed phone numbers you should never call. Have you ever called any of these numbers? Let us know in the comments down below, and make sure to like and subscribe. I'm your host Emily, and we'll see you next time. Peace.